should you even love somebody unconditionally? Wait, is there anything like unconditional love? Does it even exist?
Hello, beautiful people. How are you doing today? It's your favorite girl, Adebola Oluwakemi. Hope you are doing great. Loving yourself, taking care of yourself, and setting realistic goals for yourselves. Yes, guys. So on today's episode, on today's video, we're going to be talking of unconditional love. Give me your unconditional love. Kind of love I deserve. Yep, guys, unconditional love. So, is unconditional love realistic? Is there anything like unconditional love? Well, my friends had this discussion about unconditional love 3 days ago, and it was a really, really interesting one. Getting to find out if unconditional love really, really does exist, especially in romantic relationships. So, I'm going to be asking you first, put it down in the comments. Do you think that unconditional love exists? Does it actually exist? All right, guys. So, let me ask myself, is Kemi, does unconditional? Well, yes, unconditional love actually does exist, yeah, between a mother and a child. But unconditional love is unrealistic in a relationship. I believe that the concept of unconditional love in a romantic relationship is not real. You can't love somebody unconditionally. When that happens, 90% of the time, or even 99% of the time, well, it turns out toxic, because there always have to be a reason why you love somebody. Wait, yes, before you guys get me wrong, you can love somebody, yes. Love is, you can love anybody, you can love and just love somebody, but then the unconditional love. Now, many of us might not know what unconditional love is, so I'm going to tell you. Unconditional love, like it says, unconditional love is a love without conditions. Yes, a love without conditions. That means that even when you see the person doing wrong, you love the person. Even when the person slaps you, you love the person. And even when the person is bad, toxic, you love the person. Basically, you love the person in good times and in bad times. A love without strings attached. Yes, that is unconditional love. So the question is, do you think it's advisable to have unconditional love in a relationship? And my answer is no. Because there must be a reason why you love somebody. Like the whole point of a relationship is teamwork. Without teamwork, then what is the point of the relationship? Why should the love come from one side? Why should the unconditional love come from one side? Like, it's just killing that person where the energy is coming from, and all that and all that and all that. So I don't believe there should be unconditional love. Love should be based on conditions. Love should be proven. Unconditional love takes time. And hope you guys know that you can actually love somebody from afar. Like, it is not everybody you love you must be with. It is not everybody you love you must marry. Some people, you love them, but then you push them. Like, okay, I love you, but no, I can't deal. I know it's funny when people just, when you ask, okay, why do you love this person? I have no reason. Oh, please give us a reason, because there is always a reason. It's either for your own benefit or for the person's benefit. Yes, there must always be a reason. Maybe you find the person really attractive. Maybe you like the way the person talks. You can't just not have a reason. Okay, another reason could even be that the person is your spec. Yes, that's the reason. I like this person because it's my spec. He's tall, he's fine, he's handsome, he's dark, he has money. Yes, that could, funny enough, yes, that could be a reason, but there must be a reason. People don't just love. Now, the question should be, the reason the person has to love you, or the reason you have to love the person, can you sustain that reason? Because what if there's a change in dynamics? What if the money goes? What if the looks goes? What if the character is not there? That is where the concept of unconditional love doesn't even exist in a romantic relationship, because many a times when these things that made us to enter into these relationships the first time, when they disappear, then the tendency for whatever love we have for them to disappear also is there. That is why I always say these people are unpredictable. You can't be in something that you are not appreciated, something that is not reciprocated. I was talking to somebody really special, and we're talking about marriage, because she's married to the love of her life. Because I see them and I admire them, and I asked her, how did you know he was the one? She said he kept proving himself time and time. You see, there was a reason. She saw that this person was going to be there for me regardless of anything. This person is my do or die. Whenever I'm in trouble, I have somebody I can rely on. What if the person stops proving himself? It means she can't be with the person. But because he kept proving himself, she is with the person. And now, I'm not saying you should prove, the proof should be coming from one side. I'm sure she also kept proving herself, and that was what made him to see that, okay, this is the person I actually want to be with. This is the person I want to spend the rest of my life with. Personally, I believe love is in stages. You shouldn't just give your all to somebody you just met. People, you have to learn to know people, because that's the mistake we make. We don't learn to know people. We just give them our all. And at the end of it, we end up heartbroken, we end up with heartaches, and we end up unhappy or sad, because we jumped in too quick. Like, you put your hand and your leg, you took everything too fast and too quick. People shouldn't love that way. Love is not telenovela. Please forget about Telemundo. Which I right now. Sorry. Okay, seriously, guys, forget about Telemundo, ladies, forget about the romantic movies, Indian movies where they will fight for somebody for the rest of their life. Love doesn't work that way. That is unrealistic. Them trying to portray this fake, unrealistic love that doesn't even exist, that only comes from God. Because personally, I believe that it's only God that can love me unconditionally, that can love you unconditionally, because he said, despite our sins, despite our faults, he still loves us. So that is unconditional love. Despite whatever you do to the person, whatever you do, this person still loves you. In a relationship, you need proof. You need something to fuel the relationship. Love will not cut it. Love will not do justice to it. There has to be something more than the love. There has to be commitment. There has to be truth. Something must just fuel it, because the feeling of love tends to run out. Something you have to keep renewing daily. But then another question is, how can you love somebody unconditionally and not love yourself first? Yes, coming back to toxic relationships, or relationships where you as a person are not happy, being a girl or a guy in the relationship, the love you're giving is not reciprocated. It shows that for you to stay, it simply shows that you don't value yourself a lot. See, this past days, but I have been learning a lot, and I'm happy because I'm learning more and more about things that I was ignorant about, and things that will help me. So the first thing you have to do is love yourself. If you don't love yourself, you can't truly love somebody unconditionally. It has to come. How can an empty vessel give? If you are empty, you can't give out. You only give out because you are full of it. You only give out because you are full of it. Yes, guys, like I say, they say love in itself does not need conditions. You can love anybody, but unconditionally. In a relationship must have conditions. They must come with conditions. They must have something that is driving, something that you both of you are hoping to achieve. But when it comes to the love of a mother and a child, yes, it could be unconditional, because we can't compare that joy. Mothers love their children so much. When it comes to, I think, the love of a soldier to his country, well, I can think that that's unconditional because I believe, like, why will I want to die for a country except it's not unconditional love? So I believe soldiers could be said to have unconditional love for their country. All right, guys, this will be all for my video, and this is a really interesting topic. So I need you guys to comment on it down below so I can know what you guys think, and I'll be replying to your comments, and maybe I will learn one or two things about unconditional love down in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and share this video if you feel like you love the video. Don't forget to share the video. It's still your favorite girl, Kemi Adebola. Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you're taking care of yourself. I don't know, I always ask that, but yeah, because I love you guys, hope you're taking care of yourself. Okay, guys, have a beautiful day. Give me your unconditional love.